Welcome friends to part 4 of the Time Trek haul, and wrapping things up here is G1 Wreck-Gar. Out of the 4 is obviously the most well known, the tallest, and also the most expensive. Kind of weird that the prices turned out that way, because the amount I paid for each one is inversely proportional to how much I like them. Not to say that I don't like Wreck-Gar, it's just the other 3 turned out to be so much fun. That said, I am having a pretty hard time finding something to like about him. He's the third guy I've picked up from the 86 movie range, and he's not doing a lot to change my mind about them. Cup and Galvatron are both misshapen, poorly designed dorks, and that's exactly what this guy is. But I suppose that's why you have to love him. Wreck-Gar also has the excuse of being a Junkion who live surrounded by and are made out of useless crap, so it'd be some kind of ridiculous paradox if it was actually any good. One of my favourite things about Wreck-Gar is his name. I often wonder what it means. I always thought the Gar was like a barbarian or pirate battle cry, but the animated series recently suggested that it was short for garbage.
Garbage Day! Huh? No!
Annoyingly, I didn't get his weapons, but I did get a tech spec decoder, but no tech specs. So all I have is the robot and, luckily, the wheel cum shield. So check him out, he's certainly a tall drink of water, and he's got a head to rival the most bulbous or cheesy. Check out his shiny metal body, and this ridiculous shelf thing with these Tommy gun tits. I love the colour scheme too, somehow this mix of orange, brown and beige really works, and it looks really cool. It's also not entirely obvious what he turns into, provided you don't have the presence of mind to turn him around. So I think Wreck-Gar was maybe the first motorbike transformer? Don't take that as fact, but he was certainly early. And much like the other early motorbikes, Cycle, he ends up gripping his front wheel with his hands. And just like Cycle, it doesn't look any good. Kinda nice that he has rubber tyres though, but they've not aged too well. Weirdly, the front one's fared a bit worse than the back one, which is peculiar seeing as the back one gets mangled every single time you transform it. As with his robot mode, this is a big clunky pile of mess, which I guess is appropriate, planet of junk and all. Shame how it winds up feeling a lot less like a big old power monster or a sweet speed cycle, and more like one of those comfy things that middle-aged douchebags and policemen use. But it has made me enjoy animated Prowl a lot more because it highlights just how bloody amazing this motorcycle mode is. Still, Wreck-Gar is pretty cool. I'm being a bit generous here, but I'm not going to say that Wreck-Gar sucks because, after all, he is Wreck-Gar. He's an awesome character with a great name, and he always ends up voiced by a stone-cold legend. So this guy joins the ranks of toys I don't really like, but I live with anyway because the characters are so cool. This has been the Time Trek haul. I've been Thew, it's been emotional, and you've been very good looking.